Hello and welcome back to Boxer Gaming. And look how fast it goes. Oh, it's so cool. I've got 2 cores running. They are giving me so many headaches. I was remaking my whole base pretty much. I'll show you in a sec. And whilst I was doing that, I removed the deep storage units because they had to move. And when I did that, all the cobblestone and all the dirt from this went straight into my disk drives, and they filled up more than 150 drives. So I had to stop my quarries for a while because yeah, it was not a good idea. Also, let's turn this off actually for now, just whilst I'm recording. Okay. Oh, so looks very much the same, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. The outside does, but inside, oh, you wouldn't believe it. See all these disk drives, they're empty, but I made them just in case, because I thought I might need more. But then I decided just to put my deep storage units back in place. Now this is a new thing that you haven't seen before. And it's not very much used in FTB, but, well, I was going to say it's awesome, but it's not. I hate it. It's very useful, but I hate it. Whoa, what the? Where you come from? Huh. I'm also slowly removing these tanks because they're in the way. But I haven't done the water tank yet, so I might have to do that soon. So these are my... What? Oh, okay, I moved it. Never mind. This is my... Oh god, I'm such an idiot. This is my new room. I decided to change it up a little bit. What I did was, remember it was about till this height, I believe. Oh god, stupid flight mode. It was about till this height here, but I decided to make it a lot deeper, and I have these staircase. These are black forest bricks, and then have this wall on the top, and it looks pretty cool. Like, you can't really see how many items I have, but I think just the look of it, when all these monitors, when I sort of do them all, because I was lazy, I haven't done them. It'll look pretty cool, I think. So these are just the normal black obsidian bricks. This here, which I didn't realize, is my sugarcane farm. So we're going to have to move that as well. And then I was thinking, under these, there's going to be corridors like this that go towards rooms that do stuff. For example, the thing I just missed is that this is my deep storage room now. Yes, I've got a lot more. And I also put item frames with items on it. So, for example, Sakura wood here. 336, and there's a storage bus behind it, same as the other setup, just that you can't see it. So I can just do the whole wall full if I want. Why is there bats in my house? I'm gonna have to light this place up, never mind. Actually, there's no torches here, is there? No. See, night mode is nice, but it does sort of stop you from knowing what's going on in your own house. Alright, there we go. Here maybe? No, that's fine. So yeah, this is gonna be my deep storage room. Haven't finalized it yet, but I think it looks pretty cool. I haven't done the walls yet, the ceiling, the floor, but that's okay. So these two are still empty. This one is going to be the main processing corridor. So these are my electric furnaces. You might notice something different. Routers, yes. One of the most awesome things and the most annoying things in FTB. I've got the interface set directly to the router. If you don't know how they work, I'll show you. And these are all the furnaces, same as before. And I'll show you how these are all set up. This is my macerator room, and I didn't realize that one macerator with 12 overclockers needs its own MFSU. It does not, like, it uses enough that I need a single MFSU for each of these, else these don't output enough because they only output 512. Trust me, I tried it with 1, I tried it with 2, with 3, with 4, with 5. I also added the energy storage upgrade to these, so they last a bit longer, just some extra energy. And there's one test track here and one test track under it, which means that they don't supply enough power, but these have so much storage that it's very unlikely I'll ever need it. So each room, as you can see here, has its own energy bridge and test racks and stuff, and I think that's just nice to keep it separated, so I don't have to run cables under the walls and all that, except for the AE system, which goes back here. Cool. And the next room here is my liquid processing room. Same setup as before, exactly same. You've seen this before. This is my Ender one, which just pumps Ender pearls in there directly, always. And this is just the interface. It says this makes untuned Tesseracts. This is the redstone one, so it makes the cells. And this is my water one, which makes you know, bottles and all that sort of stuff. Cool. Also, its own energy system. And I decided I'll do the actual machines on this wall, and then the energy or power or EU, whatever, is going to be on this side of the wall. So it's nice and separated. And if I want to add more redstone cells, I'll just add them here, and the cable runs underground. This is going to be my compressor room. You can see the tank coming through the wall. But I haven't made the compressor room yet. So what do you guys reckon? I think it's pretty cool, doesn't it? It's going to be grand. The only issue is here that this goes pretty much to... This is pretty much outside. Like if I remove this, we're already outside. I just made this a bit higher so that it fits. So I haven't yet decided what to do. I might make this an entrance into my base so that it's actually useful. You know, these stairs will go all the way up, maybe something like that. I don't know yet. But let's get to the routers, shall we? I have never used them in my life before, but Tesseracts were not working for me. It's not working correctly, and you need so much space for them. Whilst a router can do multiple machines at once, and I'll show you how. But first, you need to make a Wrath Igniter. And for a Wrath Igniter, these are very dangerous, by the way, use them with care. You need diamond shard and a nether brick. The diamond shard is made in a, well, actually it doesn't show me, but it's made in a craft packet. How do you do that? Well, simple. You just make this, which is made using, I can probably show you. Let's make one. It's made using TNT, sand, I think. No, TNT, obsidian, and a diamond block, so they're kind of expensive. So once you make this thing, you put it into a stamper, this craft packet stamper, which is made just using some very basic materials, nothing fancy. Just chuck it in there and it'll make you the shards. Alright, so make the craft packet first in here and then put it into the stamper, and that will make you the actual diamond shards. And you need these for a few more items, but I'm not sure if we'll ever use them, to be honest. Okay, so that's the diamond shard. So then you have this Wrath Igniter, and this thing is required because you need to make, let's get some iron blocks. There we go. So these are just normal blocks of iron, as always. Make them with 9 ingots. And what you do is you place these down in an, I would do it in an area away from your base just in case, and then you right click a Wrath Igniter on it, and this will make it melt. And this will give you, as we can see, I should probably not do it here. Just be there to flush out any fires, because this, if you don't control it, this can go forever. Like if I click on this, it'll burn like the whole desert if I'm not careful. So that looks pretty cool, doesn't it? And you can see that these are now turning into dark iron blocks, and you can see these fires erupting, so you know, just be careful. It's not too bad. You can just mine these, and these dark iron blocks. Okay, just looking at the creeper. I just crafted into dark iron ingots. Boom, 36 of them. So they're not bad. They're very cheap to get actually once you get diamond shards. Okay, so once you have dark iron ingots, you can start making the router. And the router itself, let me show you here maybe. Okay, the router itself is dark iron ingots, eye of ender, and an egg, and that makes you a router. So it's fairly cheap, really. You just need some iron and some diamond, but the diamond, you can see the Wrath Igniter, I've done 3 batches so far with this one included, so it lasts for a while. So they're really not bad. Just some ender pearls, but that's just iron and aluminium stone as well. So that's your router. Now the router, let me make one, because we're gonna need one more, is a very cool device. There we go. So this thing goes next to any machine. So let's just put it next to these furnaces, for example. Boom. Doesn't need any power or anything. It connects directly to an interface or even export buses, everything. So this thing connects to every single machine right next to it. So, and connect it. So this thing can connect to all these 9 furnaces. And what it does, it can go insert or extract mode. In insert, I can say dirt. Now one of these things will have dirt in it. I don't know which one, but we'll see. Or it already outputted, I guess. I know what happened. The problem with these things, and that's why the dirt disappeared, is because it connects to every machine. So also the other routers, also the interfaces. It connects to everything on this same block that it's connected to, which is a big issue, and that's what I had a lot of trouble with. Tip of the day, don't force wrench this. This happens. Get an invisible router. Oh, whoa, it's fixed. That didn't happen before. Anyways, if it's invisible, you can just still destroy it and get it. Not a problem. So yes, routers you can use to insert or extract items that come in this slot. So you can just put an interface on top of it like I have here into any machines that are connected. And because I had never used routers before, I didn't know that it would output items in other routers or in interfaces. So yeah, that was a bit of an issue. I was making gold ingots and all my dust was disappearing and they were just coming back in there. So the way you fix that is by using something called the machine filter. And this is a royal pain to make. It is horrible. I was thinking, oh, that's easy. I'll just make some machine filters. No, you don't just make some. The basics are simple, but then you need a logic matrix identifier. And this thing is made using a logic matrix programmer. Now, I was very miffed at start because I thought, really? I need one of these for each machine filter? I only found 4 so far in my whole game, which has been like, what, 50 hours, 60 hours so far? Well, probably more than 100. Don't worry, these don't get used up. You can use them indefinitely, so you get them back after the recipe is made. So that makes it a bit easier. Nether quartz, no problem, but then you need to have the blank logic matrix, and this is made in a crystallizer. And that is a factorization block. And I'll show you that here. Factorization has its own power system, and I'm not sure if you can use power converters. You might be able to, which will make it actually a lot easier, and I didn't even think about that till now. Interesting. So yeah, you might be able to use, oh, maybe, factorization. I'm such an idiot. Well, at least I learned something, I guess. So yeah, you can just use the factorization producer and put your MJ in there. This, by the way, I was AFK here whilst these were going, and apparently creeper exploded. Okay. So yeah, you can use a power converter, but let me show you how it works anyways, just in case. This here is a solar boiler, and this accepts water. So I just got a liquid tesseract down there, and what this does is it gets the water, it accepts the heat from these mirrors, and the more mirrors you have, the more power it gets, and it makes it into steam. And let me just get the charge meter, this thing right here. So if we right click on this, we'll now be able to see that this produces 8 power. It has no steam left because it converted it all into power, and it has 16 water. So the water 16 is the maximum, which is just because it has a constant supply of water. And it has 8 power because there's 3 mirrors here, 1, 3 here, and 1 here that are all connected to this solar boiler. You can see that they're sort of pointing at it. So that's 8 mirrors, 8 power. Simple, very simple. The thing on top is the steam turbine, and this thing uses the steam from this, and there's a little propeller inside, as you can see. Maybe it's pretty cool, and it creates something called charge. This thing is a furnace heater, and this thing is actually pretty cool. It can heat furnaces, so also normal furnaces, like just vanilla furnaces. You don't have to have coal in it if this thing is next to it. So this uses the steam, or not the steam, sorry, the charge from the steam turbine, and creates it and gives it to anything on top of it. So for example, the crystallizer. Oh, I'm tired. The crystallizer. Horrible block. But you need it. It's painful. Just, let me put this Wrath Igniter away, because I'm gonna use it. And I'm gonna regret it. Let me show you the recipes just here, like just what you need for it in general. Starting from here. These are all the ingredients you need that I didn't have before to make the crystallizer. that ridiculous. It's just sick. But to go through it quickly, I'll just show you. Not many people get into factorization. There's a good reason for it. It's really tedious, to be honest. I don't mind most things that take a long time, but this seems very... like there's no real good reason for it. So the crystallizer is just a stick string in a cauldron. The furnace here, actually, let me go to edmod.factorization. There's not that many items in there. The steam turbine needs all this, but the main thing, a fan is just iron, but the main thing is the motor, which needs insulated coil, which is lead and clay. It needs some iron, etc. And needs a magnet. A magnet needs lead wire, which is just lead. Iron and a battery, and a battery needs lead wire and another battery, and this battery uses some sulfuric acid, and the sulfuric acid is some gunpowder coal in a bottle, or this. Oh, it is a pain, can I tell you that? Like so much pain to get something so simple going. And you know what the worst thing is? This is only because we want to get the machine filter. Let me get that thing up. Machine filter upgrade, and we need this logic matrix identifier, and this blank logic matrix is what you make in a crystallizer, and for that you need an invarium. Don't worry about the water, this stays, you don't have to refill this. The stone does go away, and it says extra copies of this can be added to the other slots to increase yield. Hasn't worked for me. Like, I tried stone here, stone there, I still got only one, so maybe that doesn't work with the blank logic matrix. I'm not sure. Okay, so we need invarium, and invarium is made using lead, diamond, and gold, so it's quite expensive. But let's just, for funsies, let's make 4 more, because I'm gonna need more filters anyways. All right, so these, as you could see in the recipe, go there. Let's just put that in. You can automate these apparently, but I'm not sure how it would ever do that. Okay. So cool, right? We're now making these boilers. Oh, sorry, these logic matrices. Yeah, no, like, no, this is the progress bar. Do you see it moving? No, no. It takes 20 freaking minutes. I'm not kidding. 20 minutes. There's no way to speed it up. As at least I couldn't find any, and I looked all over the internet. I could not find a way to speed this up. 20 minutes. Look at that. Like, why? It's just, I don't know. It just seems such a waste. But what I could do, of course, is have this be powered, or this thing be powered by my MJ. That would be a lot easier. I wouldn't have wasted so many resources, which I have no idea why I didn't think of that. But still, 20 minutes is just ridiculous. That's why I was AFK here, because I was just standing here waiting, and I was reading online, and I was seeing 20 minutes. I was like, okay, see you, bye. I don't want to do that. Anyways, once you have, why is this thing still here? Once you have done that, you get the upgrade. I really have to get rid of these bots. I might just leave him for now. Macerator input. No. Wrong. Okay. So once you've done that, you get the machine filter upgrade, which I might as well, I think I have one, or I have at least all the resources required, I think. So let's make 4. I think I made some extra. Apparently only 2 extra. So once you have these, all you do is just shift right click on a router, and then you will see this button here, the minus. And when you click on that, it goes through all the upgrades. So I've got currently 2 upgrades in this, and this is already not set up properly. Why is this not set up properly? Anyways, might as well show you. This is all machines in network at the moment. Well, I want that only to be connected to the electric furnace. I don't want it to put items into this router. So it's now only connected to these. All good. And the next one is the bandwidth, so move stacks at a time. So that's this upgrade right here. Pretty simple to get, to be honest. And this will make sure that the router doesn't just input an item, but it inputs a whole stack of items instantly, which is a lot faster. Okay, so this this router is set to insert, so it inserts items into the electric furnace, and the items just come from the ME interface as usual. And this is set to extract items, and on the back here is a applied energistics pipe cable. Cool. So that is it. Like, it's like, just for me, because I've never used it before, it was a pain figuring it all out. But 20 minutes, man. Come on, 20 minutes. It's just, I might also add the speed boost to it, but I don't think it's too useful. Maybe. Okay. So let's get on with it, shall we? Let's get a router upgrade going, and a router. Because what I want to do, just to make things a little bit more fast, is to auto craft some stuff before anything happens. And why is this not making anything? I'm also gonna make this middle part my AE room, so I don't have to come up here anymore. Why is it not crafting? It needs an egg. An egg? Really? I don't have eggs? How do I make eggs? Bees. Oh, you. Oh. Okay, let's go find an egg. I can't believe that you need eggs. I mean, that I don't have any eggs. That's the most surprising part. Might actually be better off just going to a different world with Mystcraft. Oh, there we go. Hello. Could you give me an egg? Oh, there's more chickens here. I should probably put them in a pen and get the eggs, because that will be a lot more handy. But I don't have any safari balls with me. Did I get any eggs? Nope. Let's get some safari balls. Oh. Hello, eggsies. Oh no, chickensies. Okay, let me get some safari balls, and then we can actually... I don't need a spawner because I don't need the meat. I just need a single... Just like 4 or 5 chickens that keep dropping eggs. That'll just do. Safari nets. With the gun. Shoot some chickens. Eee, flying saplings. No, but I'm not going to turn magnet mode off. I know some people ask that. Nope. I love it too much. It's just so annoying not be able to... Oh, it's a bobby. Not to be able to pick up items when they drop. Oh, there we go. Hello. Doink. Come on. Oh, you have a hat as well. Doink. You're adorable. But still, I'm gonna have to cage you. But it's for your own good, you know. There might be wolves here. Maybe. Look at that chicken. Look at that chicken. It has a helmet. Oh, hello. Bye. Okay. So no eggs at all, huh? Interesting. Interesting. I'll just go back to base and leave the egg upgrade. It's just a speed upgrade, really. Like, it just makes it a lot faster, but we don't really need it that badly at the moment. Alright, let's go. So what I want to set up is that it always autocrafts at least a few items. So like 100 refined ingot, 100 iron ingot, 100 copper ingot, you know, like these sort of things. Like 10 unattuned tesseracts. These things I think will be very handy to have. Let me just put these chickens in this pen here. There you go. They should give me some eggs soon. Okay. So let's start setting up the router. So we also need a level emitter. And I have no idea yet how I'm going to do this. I might even do it without a router. But yeah, I haven't decided yet. What I might in the end do is just have a larger wall of electric furnaces instead of stacking them. And then just have a level emitter above each one for each ore or something like that. But for now, let's just put this thing... Let's put the router here, for example. Then we also need an export bus. which we need to stop straight away. Oh, it's not doing anything. Perfect. We tell it to only output items with a signal. I mean, I'm not going to actually make this work yet, but I'll just show you how to. And then we'll get some iron ingot, for example. I don't have any. That's perfect. Let's make one. And what we'll do is we'll say if there's less than 100 iron. Well, actually, let's make a bit more. Let's go 512. I think that's a pretty good number, to be honest. If there's less than iron, no, yeah, like that. That's not connected to anything now, but that's the way it's going to work. And this will always feed iron dust. 28k iron dust. Wow. This will always feed iron dust into the router, and the router says insert into top sides because we want it in the top, of course. Here. Now, for the router, most things, this will be the bottom slot, even though, you know, but this is considered the bottom slot. Same with the macerators. You can see I've got here extract from bottom sides. It's this. This is the bottom side. Just so you know, it saved me a lot of... You know what? You know what happened? I was playing around with this. There's another setting here. I'm not going to click it because it messes it up, but there's a setting saying input slot number, and then you can cycle through every single slot, including these. So it was taking out these when I was cycling through it, and it exploded all my macerators. Oh, annoying. Let's have a quick look if this works as I want it. Oh, that's the cable. Oh, nice. Cable. Let's see. So that should be putting iron dust into all these things. Now, because I set it to 512, it's going to make a little bit more because, you know, it's still sending this thing in here whilst these are going. But in general, I'll end up with roughly probably 600 iron ingots at all times. You should be able to see the iron going up now. There we go. So it's inputting one at a time. I think that's... why is it doing one at a time, actually? Ah, because we didn't do the router upgrade. Also, we need to fix this. Machine filter, right-click on there. Click on the minus and say not all machines, but only electronic furnace. Because else what happens? This might input an iron dust into this top side, for example. Or this top side. Also, it's not pulling out items fast enough. Why? Aha. Stack mode, please. There we go. Perfect. So I think this is a very, very elegant setup, to be honest. It always works. It's incredibly fast. And with these setups, like, I'm not too happy with this yet. But I'll figure out a way to do it. In the end, I might just have to have either extra furnaces along the side here and just have one fuzzy export bus with a level emitter for each, or have a router with like a ton of routers, but that's so expensive, so I might not do that. If you know of a better way to do this, by the way, let me know as well, because this is the first time I've ever played with routers, so I'm not an expert in any way, sadly. But you can see how slow this is because it doesn't do full stacks at a time because of the stupid eggs. Let's go have a quick look at where you have eggs. And also let me know what you think of this. I think this is pretty awesome. That's a wireless access point, by the way. And the whole idea is that we move everything that's up there down here in one of these corridors as well, so that it's all very central, but still very cool. So this is going to be our AE system. And the drives are probably going to go in one of the rooms, probably, I guess. Pretty awesome, I think. And I'm going to try to get as many deep storage units as possible. I think that'll be awesome. Okay, do we have some eggs, please? No eggs? We need to feed them? Do we need to feed you guys? Oh, you're gonna hate me. Oh, we don't feed them. Wait, what do we feed them? Carrots? No. Chickens don't eat carrots. Potatoes? I don't know what to eat. Maybe we don't feed them. Yeah, we do feed stuff to them. Surely not potatoes, no. I don't know. I'll have to have a look. Seeds, maybe? I'll see. Easy enough to find out, of course. How about an apple or steak? Oh, eat, damn it. I don't think this harvester does anything with eggs, to be honest. Let me actually have a look. No, it's not harvester. It's whatever it's called. Nope, doesn't get eggs. Look at all these pants. Oh. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you liked the new base, the new setup. If you know more about routers than I do, let me know. You know, how can I fix it so that I can level emit at the same time without using test racks? I do not want to use test racks anymore because they're bugging out badly. It's just very annoying to have to replace them sometimes when they mess up. Like I've never had trouble with the energy ones, kinda. Well, a little bit, but not too much. But the item test racks, they lag out sometimes. Okay, so apparently 579. That's where it stopped. So that's pretty good. It had 60 by the time it recognized it. Yeah, that sounds about right. Awesome. Sounds good. So all the iron is still being macerated except for the gravel, because you can't macerate gravel apparently. I didn't know that. All good. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hopefully with a way to fix this in a decent way. See you later, guys.